When my research division moved to new offices, I found this box in a corner in the old office, and it seems to contain a base station antenna. So in this video, I will make an unboxing of it. So let's have a look. So fortunately, there is a description of it. This is for the 3.5 GHz band, which is a frequency that is used very much for 5G networks. However, this is not the 5G antenna. This is a passive antenna for a 60-degree sector. So you put it up, you cover that sector only. So let's have a closer look at how it looks like. This is the shape of it. You have something to attach it at the top and bottom, and you want it to be vertical like this when you deploy it. So let us now take it apart to see what is going on at the inside of the hood. Here at the bottom, you can find a connector where the radio frequency signal is getting in and out. So this antenna is just sending and receiving signals. It is not actually generating the signal itself. Here you can also see a small hole. This is a drain hole where water that is produced and makes it into the enclosure can also drip out through that one. After taking away the screws and applying some force to get the glue away, then I was able to take off the top. And now we can look at how the antenna looks at the inside. So this is a vertically polarized antenna. The input signal enters here, makes it through a cable up here to the middle, and then it gets distributed over this entire metal here, where you can see that there is a number of different markings here. Actually, the signal is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different radiating elements. And they are sending the same signal at the same time, but it is creating a superposition over there known as constructive interference. And that makes sure that this kind of antenna will point the signal forward in the horizontal plane and very vertically narrow, thanks to the elements being lined up vertically like this when you deploy your antenna. The sector antenna is made out of 8 antenna elements, and each of them is a so-called dipole antenna. You can see the shape of it here and on the other side. And such an antenna has a length here, which is half a wavelength. In this case, half a wavelength is roughly 4 centimeters, and that is also the length it has if you are looking at both of the different sides. Such an antenna have a particular radiation pattern. In order to shape that so the signal is only going forward, we have this back plane over here. And it is also roughly a quarter of a wavelength, so 2 centimeters down to that side. And also we want to limit how much the signal is radiated into only the 60-degree sector, and that is what these metal bars here on both of the different sides are doing. The separation between adjacent elements is 8 centimeters, which is roughly a full wavelength. This is a typical element spacing in a vertical panel like this when you would like to achieve a vertical radiation pattern that is very narrow. I can read in the specifications here that this is a 17.5 dBi antenna. And that means that it is sending out the signal focused forward in a way that is 17.5 decibels, or roughly 50 times stronger than if there were only one antenna that spread the signal uniformly. And the point with that would be to point the signals where you have your users of the sector antenna, in a 60-degree sector, and that is what the type of element here is determining, and then very narrowly horizontally thanks to this lining up of 8 different elements. In addition to that, the transmit power of something like this is 150 watts. That is a maximum power. This datasheet is revealing that this antenna was built by Sierra Sistemi Radio, which is an Italian company. And here you can see the radiation pattern in the horizontal plane and in the vertical plane, and also some instructions about how to mount the antenna and what kind of wind loads that this antenna can actually handle out in reality. We can use this antenna in either 4G or 5G. It all depends on what kind of signal we are sending in here at the bottom of the antenna. However, whatever technology you're using, this will just be one big antenna that radiates in a very directed manner. In 5G systems, we often have multiple antennas, which could be achieved by controlling these different elements individually, but then you would also need to have multiple input signals and therefore have multiple radios that can generate those signals.